So the Guilty Gear Strive beta is over now. We been having a lot of fun playing it. It was actually really fun, and today we're gonna be filling up the survey that they've released for the people to fill up. So I'm gonna use this opportunity to also talk about the game, kind of give my opinion, my thoughts and opinions, and review the game in general, and talk about the things that I think are really good about it, and surprising, and things that are also really surprising about the beta, and things that are really bad. So let's get into this survey. All right. So please rate the following modes of the Guilty Gear Strive beta. All right. So versus mode was really good. It was clean. You had like instant rematch. That was really good. I think it was pretty fun to go around, and I hope that the final game has rematch for online modes. I hope that's gonna be the case. The tutorial was good. I think it was good. The tutorial was good. The thing with the tutorial is that a lot of people would say that it's bad compared to, like, for example, let's say Guilty Gear Xrd. My biggest issue with fighting games tutorial, not just Guilty Gear in general, but the fighting game tutorial, is that a lot of tutorials tend to be very info dump. Like, they just dump you a lot of info, and you kind of gets in your head. I would say it was average. In fact, I would say it was good. In fact, I would say it was good, just because it's expeditive. It doesn't make you waste time. It puts you like in the context, which is very important, because Guilty Gear, you think about the you hear the music, that's Guilty Gear, that's good. You see Soul, you see Kai, big freaking man, badass, awesome. They talk and they fight, and that's cool. So I wouldn't say it was too good, because obviously, they could have done a bit more, I would say, but I think they did fine. So network mode, which is the online lobby, we already know the thing, it's bad. The biggest issue with the lobby, in my opinion, like, a lot of people say that it looks ugly, blah blah blah. I don't think it looks ugly. I think it's very charming. Like, it has its own charm. It doesn't have to be Exile lobby. It doesn't have to be Grand Blue lobby. I think it has its own charm to it. Obviously, taste is subjective, and I think that it depends on people. I thought they did a good job with the lobby, especially the power you can customize your avatar. I think that's dope. But aside of that, the lobby itself is really bad because it's very laggy. First of all, it's very laggy. It's difficult to just accept or decline matches. It takes a lot of time, and I think that's probably the weakest part of Guilty Gear Strive right now, is the lobby system, which is like, it's awful. It's awful. Not only in the beta you didn't have rematches, and you cannot decline or accept matches fast enough. Like, it's really difficult to it's actually really difficult to like get into the game, right, because of that. And on top of that, there's like a bug where if you try to challenge somebody, it kind of bugs out, and it's like automatically failing to connect the two players. So there's like something going on in there, and I don't really like it. So hopefully they can change that. We'll see. So network mode, quick mode, is pretty much the same as in you go to the training mode, but you're in queue to wait for an online match, right? I would say it was good, or maybe just average. I would say it was average, so I would say they still have to work on it. Training mode, dope, except we don't have frame data, so I would just say good. Okay, we go next. So please rate the following aspects of Guilty Gear open beta. So character visuals, if they didn't redesign the characters, I would care less about Guilty Gear, to be honest. Character animations, amazing. The characters' idle animations are awesome. The taunts are really good too. It's really awesome. The stages are phenomenal. I love them all. Screen round start, I think the round start screen are pretty good. They are pretty good because they have like a little bit of story and context to them, and they introduce the characters in a way that is like kind of cool. Actually, I like it a lot. It's almost like chivalry. But the thing is, I would like them to maybe have a bit more, if there was like a bit more differences between the characters. Like if you have Soul versus Kai, maybe there's something different going on. Maybe Soul has a different animation, maybe a different expression, something like that. So if they are able to, I don't think they'll change that at all, but if they had a little bit of variety to those intros, they would be perfect. I think they're dope. They don't have to be like older stuff. Once again, they just have to be well done with the direction that they're taking. So visual direction of the camera movement, actually pretty good. Battle system, good. Not very good. It would be very good if a specific issue wasn't part of the actual game, which is, the issue, the jump, how jumping works in this game. So jumping and jump back are really, really, really strong. It is so strong, and it is so frustrating to fight an opponent who is only jumping. I lost several times. I couldn't catch anybody just jumping around. Specifically, Remletal, Potemkin, May, Faust. Those characters are impossible to catch. They are impossible to catch, and they have the safest way in the world to get in. At least not Faust maybe, but the 3 other characters do have the safest way to get in if they want to. So they can just jump back all day. They get negative penalty. It doesn't matter. They do air dash heavy. They hit you to death. Or Potemkin in his case, he just does hammer fall, hits you. That's it. He's in. It's over. I would say the only thing that is missing. Actually, that's something that I also have to make a video on. But the only thing I think is missing is the instant kills. That I don't think would be in the game, by the way. I think they are not going to be in the game because of a lot of things that happen, like wall splat, things like that. The high damage, and the meter gain that you get from wall breaks. Then again, no, instant kills don't actually matter for the meter gain. So yeah, I don't think instant kill will be in the game, but I think they might do something else, like maybe special kill cam. For example, if you finish your opponent with a super, maybe they have like a super kill cam. That would be dope, right? That would be sick. But I'm gonna make another video specifically for that, I think. Aside of that, soundtrack, godlike. I like it. I like all the soundtracks so far. Smell of the game got a bit tiring because we've heard it for a year, right? We've heard it for more than a year, actually. Sound effects, dope. Sound voices are good, but I would say it's too low. I really like when I'm able to hear the character voices in fighting games. I like to hear voices and hit sound effect. So hit sound effect are good so far in the game, but the voices are a little bit too low. That's my biggest issue so far with how they made the voices. How would you rate the layout of the following screens? Main menu. So that's a big thing that people have been talking about. A lot of people would say that, oh, it's bad compared to the older Guilty Gear. But the thing is, the way they approach the screen, the main menu screens in this game, is that it looks very, very modern. Like modern as in it has the feeling of a lot of games that you find now outside of fighting games. For example, it feels a lot like looking at a Overwatch menu screen. It's easy to understand. It's very good. I like this a lot. The layout is perfect, actually. I love it. And visually, like I said, people might not like this, but I think it's nice. And I would hope they would throw the gear symbol that they have. They have it a bit everywhere, but I would like it to be more present in the game. It's something that is pretty nice. It's a cool design. It looks really good, and I would like it to be more part of the UI and and things like that. The screens. So during battle, I would say it's also good. I don't want to say it's average. I would say it's good, but it's easy to understand. It's pretty easy to understand. I just wish they would make it look cooler, like give it more shapes, not necessarily make it like Exile. Go with the direction that they have, but just give it more shapes. But aside of that, it's pretty nice. My only complaint is that I hope, not a complaint, my concern is that I hope that in the final game you're able to move it around. I want to make the tension gauge, I want it to be closer to the health gauge. It doesn't have to be like by default. I'm just saying that you have the option sometimes in video games, in fighting games, to like move the UI. So I would like to have that part of the UI being able to be moved like more closer to the health gauge, because that's just an issue that I personally have. Result after matches, I didn't really pay attention to it. I'd say it's good, right? Network, pretty bad. Yeah, it's actually bad because I've seen that a lot of people didn't even figure out that you could press pad to open the list of players and do R1 to find the players who are on standby. Then again, even if they're on standby, it doesn't mean they're waiting for a match necessarily. They just might be standing there, and as soon as you press that button without thinking, you autopilot, you are pressing viewing the R code. The R code makes you load for like 10 minutes, and then you don't get to do anything, and it's so boring. So I hope they can fix that too. In network mode, they gotta fix that. The lobbies, man, it's not good. How would you rate the design of the following screens? Oh, actually, that's the design. Actually, thank God that I actually said everything here was good. So the design, like I said, I like it a lot. I just wish they would add more of the, you know, the gear part of the game. That, like, the little gear design that they have is really nice. With the cross, dope. I like it, but just make it more part of the game. The UI, like I said, it's good, except the part, once again, that the shapes that are missing. I would like them to have more shapes, and probably the combo counter is actually fine. Never mind. The combo counter is actually fine. Like I said, the health gauge, give it more shape. The meter gauge, you know, the tension gauge, give it more shape too. Once again, use the gear. The gear icon is really good. If they can make a gauge with that, that'd be dope. I would like it a lot. So that's fine. I think that's good. I think that's pretty good. That's average. Not average. It's pretty nice. The command list, awesome. Character select, it's good, but I would like, once again, more designs around, more representation of Guilty Gear with the gear symbol. Once again, they don't have to make it look like this. Like I said, the really visual direction, the graphic direction of Guilty Gear Strive is really all about being easy on the eye, not being cluttered or not being like busy. Something like Exile looks good, but it's busy. You know, something like Strive is more easy on the eye, and you can see there's more transparency around. There's more simple shapes around the things, but they can, once again, make it more interesting by adding things like the gear signs around, adding the character portraits behind the character models when you select them. Things like that would be nice as well. Lobbies, I think when it comes to how it is visually, I think it's really good. Not really too much to complain about visually when it comes to the lobbies. I like them. Yeah, I like them. I like the lobbies. Which characters do you use you use the most during the open beta? The character I used the most was Leo. There you go. Which character do you like the most in Guilty Gear Strive? Leo had like a lot of. He had a big impact on me. I really liked him a lot. But I would also say that, actually no, I like Nagoriyuki a lot because I like to see him. I don't play him, but I like to fight him. I like to get a fight against Nagoriyuki a lot, and I think he's a character that looks awesome. So it's probably my favorite Guilty Gear Strive character, but it's not the character that I would like to play personally. So here's the thing, DLCs, I wish it wasn't, you wouldn't have to pay for characters. I would rather pay for skins, tournaments, and colors. They're using 3D models right now. They are using 3D models. I don't see the reason why they don't do this. Classic character skins. It might be dumb, but hey, this is my survey. I don't mind if I want. Actually, character skins in general. I'll pay a lot of money for character skins. I like character skins. I think it's something that makes things look really cool, and that's also why I bought the Ultimate Edition. I really want that Soul Kai and that Kai Soul. You know, I think that's sick. So if they can do that more, I wouldn't complain at all. I want to push more skins for fighting games. Like Street Fighter has it, but they do it the wrong way, and they make you pay characters and skins, and it's a lot of money too. They cost a lot. And they make you buy them in packs too, and I'm like, you know. But if it was just the skins, I wouldn't mind at all. What game genre do you play the most? Yeah, all right, yeah, that's what I play. Okay, so lastly, please let us know if you have any suggestions or concerns. I'm gonna try my best to not type too much, but I'm gonna try my best to also make sure that I say the things I need to say. So let's split it into two: suggestions and concerns. Like that. There you go. You know what? Actually, you're gonna remove this. Because I want the first thing for them to read to be something that is not something that people have been crying about. You know, the why. I want it to be like, I want it to be like something else, so it's interesting for them to read. Like good ideas, like character voices, special cinematic kill, make tension move. Those things I think they are like good, good ideas, good suggestions for people in general to enjoy the game more, right? That's what I would say. That's everything that I want from this game. I like this. I think this is everything that I have an issue with, right? This is everything I have an issue with. Make the character voice volume louder overall. Special cinematic on overdrive kill would be dope. I think I would like to make a video about it because we have to talk about instant kills as well. I think it would be a problem if we don't have something like instant kills, like a cinematic super. In a game that looks that good, it's needed. And you have awesome freaking finishers like the freaking mob cemetery. That imagine if you have something like that. That'd be dope, right? So make tension movable closer to health gauge. Sometimes it can help. You know, they wanted the UI to move around, but just let us customize the UI. That would be more than enough, to be honest. Allow player to choose music for each menu screen. It's actually dope. They have a lot of things, and it can allow people to it can encourage people to unlock more single player content too. I think that's a nice thing to do. 3 rounds by default, I think is necessary for this game. Matches end really fast and they can kind of feel a little bit underwhelming, right? Actually, you can add that. There you go. The game UI visual direction, like I say, I'm not against it. I like it. I like the direction they're going with. I just wish they would use more interesting shapes, and that would be nice as well. Concerns: long range and mirror characters, Rem Lethal and Axel, too good because they are so hard to catch. Rem wouldn't be a problem if IB and IFD weren't that bad, right? Because they're really hard to use. You cannot use it consistently, or you can use it very, very rarely, like in very rare situations, and it's hard to prevent Rem from pushing you back or from throwing her swords at you all day. And you can also not counter the sword pushback, the throw sword, because when she throws it, it explodes. It pushes you towards the wall and towards the explosion. So if you can cancel the pushback, it'll be dope. But it has to be something that the players should be able to do by themselves instead of being like a direct nerf to characters like Rem or Axel. So I think that's also a major thing that you have to work on. And also things like IFD is really good, but if they could make it so we could use that more. Characters like Leo, Milia, and even Giovanna, I don't think they would require to get patched, right? Giovanna can be plus unlock all she wants, but if you can push her back, or you can cancel her pushback, that would be huge. Like it doesn't require to get the characters nerfed or anything like that. It just requires the player to actually know how to use the mechanics, and that would be if the mechanics were a little bit more accessible than that. They are very, very restrictive on those. I don't like that. Jump back, way too strong. I have plenty of clips of people just doing the absolute worst things, and there's nothing to stop them from doing that. There's nothing to punish them. So air dash moves can punish anti-airs. I've seen that too often. I've tried it myself in the training mode, and it happens way too often. That's really bad. People just jumping around. You do 2H, it freaking loses, or it trades with jump H. That's really bad. Doesn't throw damage too much damage, and then Potemkin. Clearly, I said that some characters will not need too much work to balance. The Potemkin, yeah, we already know that one. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good one, right? This is a good one. I think I've done my part. I've said anything that I wanted to say, so let's just there you go. Anyways, so that's it for this video. I'm gonna try to edit it. It's an hour long, I think I should be able to edit to like 20 minutes or something like that, and it would be like a review pretty much, right? Alright, so that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please hope you enjoy. Please leave a like, subscribe if you want to. I will try to post some Guilty Gear stuff, especially the because I got a lot of good stuff from the beta. A lot of salty moments I had to. So I'm happy with that game. I like it a lot overall, and I hope they can change a few things. And I put my wish list pretty much on that last part of this server. So hopefully everything goes well. See you next time.